If you've got a credit agreement and want to know how to get it settled, I'll explain your options. If you're looking to find a credit agreement or want to cancel an old one, you have certain rights under the law. Two laws that are relevant in this context are the Data Protection Act 2018 and the Consumer Credit Act 1974. So under the Data Protection Act 2018, you have the right to access personal information held by an organisation about you. And this can include things like your name, address, contact information, and other personal details. You can make a request for this information and the organisation must respond within a reasonable time frame. Under the Consumer Credit Act 1974, you have the right to ask for a copy of your credit agreement and statements of your account. This is particularly relevant to you if you still owe money to a creditor. If you've paid off your debt in full, or if your creditor has taken court action against you, you may not have these rights. To settle a credit agreement, you can follow this quick guide. The first step is to contact your lender and let them know that you'd like to settle an agreement. Now you can do this by phone, email, or in writing. Once you've contacted the lender, you can negotiate a settlement amount that you can afford to pay. The lender may be willing to reduce the amount you owe, or agree to a payment plan that works for you. Once you've reached an agreement with the lender, it's important to get the agreement in writing. This should include the settlement amount, the payment terms, and any other terms of the agreement. Once you've received the written agreement, you should make the payment as agreed. This may be a lump sum payment or a series of payments over time. After you've made this payment, it's important to obtain confirmation from the lender that the credit agreement has been settled in full. This may be a letter or an email stating that the debt has been settled. By following these steps, you can settle your credit agreement to ensure that you're no longer responsible for the debt. It's important to remember that settling a credit agreement may have an impact on your credit score. So, it's important to consider the consequences before you make a decision. If you want to make a request under either of these laws, there are sample letters available that you can use for a starting point. So, for example, if you want to ask for a copy of your agreement and related documents together with a statement of your account from a creditor, you can use a sample letter under the Consumer Credit Act. If you're looking to find a credit agreement or cancel an old one, you have certain rights under the law. By making a request under the Data Protection Act or the Consumer Credit Act, you can access the information that you need to make informed decisions about your finances. If you feel like your debts have mounted up and you want to look into all options, then you may want to find out more about debt solutions. So what they do is some of them lower your monthly repayments and others can even write off some of your debts. It just depends on what you qualify for. I've linked to a form on my new website and it's just underneath this video. It's got a few multiple choice questions like how much debt do you owe and how many people do you owe? And then at the end of the form, it'll connect you to a company that I've partnered with to provide you with all the information you need about debt solutions that are available. So click the link below, go and check it out. Let me know how you get on.